Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Well guys, today I'm back with another 5 minutes English with me, wherein I'll speak on any particular topic which is very commonly used or which is very common in our day-to-day life. I'll pick up one of those topics in the form of a question and I'll answer that question in a structured way so that you can also start speaking with me. You can repeat after me, you can speak with me, you can shadow with me, you can take my topic, speak on your own, or you can take my idea and speak on it. So either ways you can do a lot of things with that. So this is a practice session guys, and this is really going to help you in your English speaking practice. So start doing it in this way for 5 minutes every day and you will see the difference. On that note, if you haven't subscribed my channel guys, not done, quickly subscribe my channel, like my videos, share it with your friends and family. Do write your comments in the comment section and don't forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time free of cost. So today I'm going to talk on a very important topic or very important question which all of us has or all English speakers has is, I feel nervous while speaking in English. So I'm going to answer this question. Why do I feel nervous, or why do you feel nervous while speaking in English? So let's understand the reasons why we feel nervous while speaking in English. Okay, so let's get started. The first reason is English is a foreign language. We are not very familiar with English, right? We don't have an English environment around us. We don't have English speaking people around us. So we are not very used to, our ears, our brain, our mind is not very used to listening to English. The only thing we have is our textbooks which are in English, right? So that is why we don't have an environment of English around us. We don't hear it very often. We don't listen to it, right? That is the main reason why we feel nervous while speaking in English, because it is a foreign language for us and it will take time for us to develop or get into the habit of speaking. So this is the first thing. Second reason why we feel nervous while speaking in English is comfort level, right? We are not very comfortable with this language. As I said, the previous point was it is a foreign language. We don't hear it much often. We don't get to listen to it much. So that is why it takes a lot of time for us to get in the practice or habit of speaking. The second thing is we are not very comfortable speaking in English. Now why? Just because it is a foreign language, we don't speak it much often, we don't listen to it often, and we don't pay much attention to this language. So that is why we are not very comfortable with English. How we'll make ourselves comfortable with English? By creating an English environment around us, by listening to a lot of stuffs in English, by reading a lot of stuffs in English, by speaking in English, by reading out loud in English, by writing in English. So we have to surround ourselves in English so that we can get comfortable with the language and understand the language well. So develop the understanding first. Once you develop that understanding, you will be very much comfortable with the language, and then the next step will be speaking. Don't get into speaking first. First, make yourself comfortable with the language. Get used to listening to the language. Okay, so do as many things as possible as you can, like reading, writing, listening, watching, speaking. Speaking, maybe initially you won't be able to speak. Start with shadowing, repeat after me, speak with me. These sessions you start doing, pick up a dialogue, pick up a sentence and start repeating it. Okay, just to make yourself comfortable with English as a language. So this is very important. So that is why we feel nervous while speaking in English. The third one is overthinking. Yes, we start overthinking when we have to speak in front of people, somebody who is fluent than us, or probably somebody who is good in English. When they start speaking to us, we start feeling nervous. we feel that we start overthinking at that point of time. We start thinking that, oh, his English is or her English is very fluent. What if I won't be able to, speak? What if I'll not be able to speak right English? Or what if I'll not be able to express myself in English? And we start thinking maybe that person will make fun of me. Maybe that person will think that I am very bad at English, or it will not give a good impression to him about me. Right? We all start thinking all these things. Every single thing starts coming to our mind except what we have to say. Right? So this is one of the major reasons why we stop ourselves from speaking, or we are not able to speak, or we feel nervous while speaking, because our brain is preoccupied with all these stupid thoughts which has nothing to do with us speaking. Right? Instead of this, if we start speaking how we can answer this question, or how I can express my ideas, or how I can put my thoughts across about this topic, it will be much easier for us to speak. Right? So that is why overthinking is something which stops us, or which makes us nervous while speaking in English. So once we stop overthinking, it will be very helpful for us to speak in English. So instead of overthinking or thinking about all these negative things, like what will happen if I'm not able to speak, or if the person will laugh at me, it will give a bad impression, etc., etc. Instead of all these things, we start thinking about what we have to say, how we can put our ideas across, what should be our first point, right? How should I start the conversation? So start thinking about these things, and it will be much easier for you to speak in English on that topic, right? Or to have conversation with the other person on that topic. So overthinking. Fourth one is, which is linked to this overthinking, it's hesitation. This is also a very big issue, guys. So that is why I've taken it separately. Overthinking is something which our brain is occupied with something else, right? Instead of the main topic. And hesitation is something we know everything, right? But we are not very confident of speaking. So we hesitate. Okay, so lack of confidence or hesitation. This is another reason which holds us back, or which makes us feel nervous. We know everything, but we are not confident about speaking. So we hesitate. Okay, so that is why we have to stop hesitating. Okay, be bold. Start thinking whatever the consequences will be, let me speak. I will learn something new. That should be the attitude. So change your attitude towards things. If you have to learn, if you have to grow, if you have to achieve success, if you have to achieve fluency, you have to try. You have to stop hesitating. You have to be bold enough to face the situation. Okay, give it a try. Give it a try. That is the best thing which will help you to succeed. Wherever you get chance, whatever opportunity you get, grab that and start speaking in English, irrespective of the consequences. Don't think about the consequences, like if people will laugh at you, if it will give a bad impression, if you will not be able to speak, or etc., etc., whatever thoughts come to your mind. So whatever makes you hesitant, stop that and go for it. Try, grab every single opportunity. That is really going to help you. So stop hesitating and be confident. So this is another thing which makes you nervous while speaking in English. So if you overcome that, you will be able to speak in English well, or you will be able to deliver. Maybe you'll not perform the best at the first attempt. In 2-3 attempts, 4 attempts, you will see the difference, guys. Trust me on this. So give it a try. The last one I'm going to talk about is practice. Yes, you have to practice, guys. You have to practice on your own. You have to practice outside with people whom you don't know, with people whom you know, your friends and family, your colleagues, any stranger, anything. You just have to practice. You have to speak up, right? If you get into the habit of speaking in English anywhere and everywhere, it will be much easier for you to speak in English with anybody on any topic. Trust me on this. So start from home. Whatever task you're doing, whatever activity, whatever action you're doing, start describing it. Whatever things you're looking at, whatever items you find at your place, whatever pictures, whatever scene, whatever thing you can see, you start describing those on your own. Next thing is, if you're booking an appointment with a doctor or a restaurant or a hotel or a vacation plan, anything and everything, or you are ordering food online, speak in English. Order your food online in English. Call the restaurant. Call the doctor's clinic, book an appointment. Call the hotel's reception and book the room. Call the restaurant and make a booking for dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. So start taking these initiatives and start doing it, right? So practice. Start practicing in a practical way, in an effective way. Take topics, take conversations which are very commonly spoken about. Take any question which you have to answer every now and then, like how are you, what are your hobbies, what are your likes and dislikes, what do you do in your free time, right? Did you watch any movie recently, right? Do you have any travel plans? What are your plans for the weekend? Start answering these simple questions just to practice English speaking, right? These are the questions which comes up in our day-to-day conversation. If you get in practice of speaking or answering these questions, it will be much easier for you to speak in English anywhere with anybody on any topic in English. Trust me on this. So guys, that's the end. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye.